There are days when we want to break through the monotony of our daily life and do something exhilarating. A drive, a road trip, even a review for that matter makes things so much better because you are behind the wheel and having fun, aren't you? And that's what we did a couple of months before the lockdown. The 2019 Isuzu D-Max V-Cross pickup found its way into our garage, and so we decided to have our share of fun taking it out on the road and off it too.
The Isuzu V-Cross has always maintained a cult status and it fits in the taste of some in India, but it has always remained one of favorites of all off-road enthusiasts. Now in 2019, we have got a brand new engine, a 1.9 litre engine in the V-Cross, and it comes with a 6-speed automatic gearbox, and we are here to find how potent is the new mill. Now before getting into the details and character of that engine, let me show you what all changes facelift has made to the exterior of this V-Cross. Now the face was always imposing and almost intimidating to look at, but now it has got a healthy dose of chrome and that adds to its style.
Yes, you just can't ignore it. Its robust and poised demeanor, bold and butch looks, and its sheer size ensure enough stairs. It's almost 5300mm long, longer than a S-Class. There are solid chrome elements around the grille and fog lamps along with minimal sculpting on the face adding aggression. Interestingly, the chrome on the grille also extends to the new BI-XENON headlamps in a bullhorn-like design on the top, complementing the DRLs. Among other additions are side steps, a shark fin antenna, new tail lamps with LED inserts, and a size bigger 18-inch alloy wheels. The cabin is now finished in all black and the quality of interior, be it the soft touch materials, door pads or leatherette seats, is of high standard, and the seats are well bolstered, offering good comfort and lateral support. The V-Cross doesn't really fall short in the features department. Segment standard features like auto climate control, powered wing mirrors, and 6-way electrically adjustable driver's seat among others are very much part of the package. And with 8 speakers including 2 mounted in the roof, your acoustic needs are taken care of. That said, you get a very elementary 7-inch touchscreen infotainment system with Bluetooth, USB and aux connectivity, but no Apple CarPlay, Android Auto or inbuilt navigation. Let's get into talking about the new motor under its hood and the automatic transmission. It's a brand new 1.9 litre 4-cylinder engine mated to an all-new 6-speed automatic gearbox, which in turn is paired with a shift-on-fly 4-wheel drive system. Our test car was BS4 compliant and the BS6 vehicle is expected to get a price hike of Rs 1,50,000. It belts out 146 brake horsepower, which is 12 brake horsepower more than the 2.5 litre mill did, and at 350 Nm, the torque is up by 30 Nm. The V-Cross is now about a second quicker to triple-digit speeds at 13.22 seconds, and the engine offers a strong mid-range surge.
Now coming on to this 1.9 litre engine, it's definitely more refined than the previous unit, but again that problem of a weak low end still is not answered. Quick off the line, it isn't that quick and you'd want little more grunt there. However, this brand new automatic 6-speed gearbox, it holds on to the revs quite well, so up to 3200 RPM it won't upshift. And even when you switch to the manual mode, the best part is that it won't automatically upshift, so it always goes according to your command.
The suspension setup too is not exactly firm but biased on the firm side, making it feel very cushy over rough patches. In fact, I was amazed at how silently it did the job, even while gliding over some deep potholes. But show it a corner or a sharp bend and you get to know how wobbly this mammoth SUV can get. The D-Max V-Cross gets drum brakes at the rear which feels really spongy and the feedback is not confident inspiring. The steering too doesn't offer any feedback but is well weighed up at higher speeds, so you don't lose confidence while maneuvering and the traction control intervenes only when you go too wide. It's easy to slide its tail with all power going to the rear axle while driving in too high mode. Yes, it's oodles of fun. But remember, it's anything but a runabout for your daily commute. The steering is cumbersome at parking speeds and the turning radius won't favor pottering around. Also, you only get parking camera and no sensors. All the practical aspects, let's get down to the stuff it's popular for, taking on the rough. It's kitted up with all the essentials like heavy-duty axles, a dependable 4x4 system, independent double wishbone suspension up front, and coil spring. It also has a high approach angle. But tipping the scale at 1935 kilograms, it's not a nimble SUV. So I started with an obvious question in my mind. Is this engine powerful enough for off-roading?
Now it's a cakewalk for the V-Cross for this mild off-road terrains that we have been doing so far. But just when the going gets a little more tough and you switch to 4-wheel low, at that time you'd be left wanting with a little more grunt in the low end.
The Isuzu D-Max V-Cross has its flaws, sure. It could do with a tad more on creature comfort and probably performance too. But there is a lot that it offers. The intimidating size and its go anywhere ability is a big draw for people who love exploring the outdoors and the countryside.